Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 168 of Why Did I Buy This? This series started as a way to help crafters find unique ways to use the products that they have in their collections. It's also a great series for new crafters who are wondering what they need to get started. My name is Lindsay. I am the team leader of Cloud9 Stampers, and I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 21 years this month. So, in honor of my anniversary, I have a special running for the month of, what month are we in? March. That tells you how my morning's been going and why I'm running 5 minutes late. So it's called a bling bag promotion. So with every $60 that you purchase from me in the month of March, you are going to receive a bling bag in the mail. This is limited to my Canadian friends. The bling bag is chock full of new condition retired items. It includes things like stamp sets, paper, embellishments, ribbon, really, really cute stuff. And it's just my way of saying thank you for supporting and crafting with me for the last 21 years. Now, here's something that you'll want to note. We have the last chance list coming out soon for our mini catalog and our annual catalog. I believe they come out at around the same time. Our new annual catalog will come out May 1st. If you have placed a $60 or greater order with me in the last 6 months, you're automatically going to receive one in the mail. If you'd like a copy and you haven't placed an order with me, you'll need to reach out to me because I don't have your address. So we need to make that happen. Hi, Deanna. Hi, friends. Oh, yay. Last week we had some technology issues. So I'm very happy to see your names popping up. Happy Friday. So yes, you'll want to place an order this month because not only are you going to get that bling bag with a $60 order, we also, due to many inflationary things happening in the world, have some price increases coming in our new catalog. And a big one is Cardstock. Cardstock is going up almost $2 for our colored cardstock and I don't have it off the top of my head. It's kind of a lot though. So cardstock is a really basic foundational thing that you need for paper crafting. It's the paper and the paper crafting. So now is a good time to stock up on colors, get that white cardstock. Envelopes is another one that's going up quite significantly. Our glue is going up. Punches are going up. Not everything, but some of those staple things that we kind of have as foundation items are going up in price. So now is a great time. Not only are you going to get the regular price on them, but you're also going to get some extra perks from me by ordering in March. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jennifer. Nice to see you. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you haven't seen already, hello, Corinne. I have a new collaboration that I'm running with my pal, Meg Loven of Loven Stamps. And yes, Sharon, white cardstock in Canada is going up to $18 for 40 sheets of cardstock. So that is one. Yesterday I placed a big order for my white cardstock because I use that stuff like air. So I need it and I want it at the regular price. For my demonstrator friends, of course, you're paying 20 to 25% less, which is also a nice thing too. So anyway, back to our exciting news. Meg and I are collaborating to run a Why Did I Buy This Maker Club. So if you're someone who has had some time with your crafting collection, maybe you've bought some things and they're just sitting there and you're feeling guilty because you're thinking, why did I buy this? And you're wanting to get some inspiration, you're wanting to have some time for you so that you don't have all of this these unfinished projects sort of sitting there, this is going to be a great experience for you. So this is a month-to-month club. There is a special VIP Facebook page just for you where we're going to be doing a Why Did I Buy This Maker Club video just for you. You are going to be receiving an exclusive curated kind of like a product sampler box each month. And it's going to be there to help really for you to get the most out of your product collection. And it's just a way to have a community where we can encourage each other, be able to get those projects done that have been just sitting there. Yeah? The best part about this is it's $35 Canadian, $28 US, and our international friends can participate, no product included, for $15 US. And it's month to month. So you will get a perk if you sign up for 6 consecutive months, and you don't have to do anything special, just show up every 6 months for 6 months. But yeah, month to month, you can just join and experience our community. So I am so excited to get to share this with you, and I will be posting links in this video so that you can make sure that you get signed up. You need to sign up by the 1st of the month to experience that month's collection. Okay, so on the topic of cardstock, I thought, you know what? I haven't actually revisited cardstock in years on these videos. So today we're gonna do that, because you know what? We can't paper craft without the paper. So I'm gonna show you some really, really, really cool ways to add texture with your cardstock. I really like today's projects. I hope you do too. All right, I'm gonna do the awkward transition so you can see my hands, and then we'll get started with some crafting. Just click you into my stand. Okay, and like that. Cool. Yay. Ooh, don't look closely at my nails. I need a manicure so bad, but I've been busy and so I haven't had time to go. That's next week, Lindsay's problem. Okay, friends, so I wanted to show you some really cool ways to be able to use your cardstock. Of course, our cardstock is in both our annual catalog, and then you'll find projects with cardstock throughout all of our catalogs always. So our colored cardstock comes with 24 sheets, and our neutral cardstocks come with 40 sheets because those are kind of the basics, right? So our neutral cardstocks include vanilla and white, and then we have the 40 colors of our regular Stampin' Up! Cardstock. So we're going to start by just bringing in one of our basics, and I'm going to use the Stamp Set Kitten Around. So this is one of our mini catalog products, and I'm bringing in this little girl with her happy little coloring. Of course, look what she's using. She's using a piece of paper. So here we've got our Memento ink, because Memento is what we use with our blends. So our blends, of course, come in lights and darks. Now, friends, this is another thing that's going up a fair amount in price. I think ours are going up almost $2 for a set of markers. So if they've been on your wish list, now's the time to take care of that. We're going to do a little bit of coloring with both some neutrals. So these are the naturals tones, as well as some of our core collection. So first of all, I'm just going to give the inside of her mouth with the pen end of the marker. Just color that in black so I don't mess that up. And we're going to pick my SU1000. Remember, that's what I like to use for cheeks. I just think it adds a nice pink texture to it. And then you can use any skin tone you like. So we're going to go ahead and add this one here, her little ears. I'm going right over where I put the cheeks, like so. And I wanted to show you how I do her dress. So you'll see why I'm doing the dress this way in a moment, because that's where the cardstock comes into play. But here I'm going to start with the darkest Calypso Coral, and we're going to color her sleeves and her dress at the top here, like so. And then just kind of bring that down, not with a smooth edge at all, okay? Now we're going to bring in the light Calypso Coral, and we're going to fill in the next part of it. Now, I'm not going to get overly worked up about the line that I've created right here between the two color tones. This is going to make sense here in just a moment. Next, I'm going to bring in my light Pumpkin Pie. So this is going to go here, we're just going to fill in the dress like that. And then we will add our lemon lolly like that. Okay, so see how her dress has this fun color tone? So let me show you the why behind that. So I am bringing in my die collection. This one is called, what is it called? The mini alphabet dies. What I love about this is when you cut it out, this is actually cut with a 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So you can see you get the full sheet with just a quarter sheet of cardstock, which is amazing because you get all of these letters cut out at the same time. It's not fussy. It really makes it so it's easy to use. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside for now, and I'm bringing in a rainbow of cardstock. So here we've got our colors. So we're gonna pretend this is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. So we're gonna start by tearing to create texture. So here's some tips while you're tearing. I personally like to tear with my dominant hand, so I'm right-handed, and then my left hand acts as a steering wheel. So this literally is going to, instead of just tearing it and leaving my hand at the top, do you see how my thumb is walking along? And this allows me to direct the tearing so that it's more deliberate. Otherwise, if you tear straight across, it goes more straight and you don't get that fun jaggedy texture that we're looking for. So again, here we're going to do the same thing, and I'm just using my right hand to tear and my left hand to steer. So if you've had trouble with tearing in the past, that could be why, as you're just tearing a sheet of paper, whereas you need to be doing more deliberate tearing. Okay, next we're going to bring in my glue. This is another thing that's going up, so just to kind of be mindful of that. And I have a piece of vanilla cardstock that's the same size as the alphabet negative sheet that I did there. So we're gonna start at the bottom and we're gonna build up. Oh no, we're gonna start, is that how I did it? How did I do it? No, we're gonna start, sorry, I just have to think about this for a sec. I think I did it in the opposite direction. That's why I'm confused. That's okay. We're gonna do it this way instead. So we're gonna do with pink at the bottom. Haha. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, I know. You guys, sorry. So we are going to start this way. Haha, there we go. Ignore me. Not enough coffee today. Okay, so we've got violet, Roy G. Biv, blue. See how I'm trying to overlap it at the top? That's what was confusing me. Blue, Roy G. Green. You guys, I swear. Roy, yellow. Orange, and red, aka pink. Okay, so here we've created this fun textured background. So next, we're going to bring back in our negative of our little tiny alphabet here. So I'm going to use some of my Stampin' Dimensionals. I need to break into a new pack. I just burned through one today. One of my friends said, Dimensionals is like candy. As soon as you open the pack, it's gone. Are you like that with candy too? Okay, so here we've got a brand new, and then here's another question for you. Do you go from the corners and work out, or do you work from the middle and work out? And are you picky about where you take them from? Everybody kind of has their way of doing dimensionals, I've noticed. It depends on if I'm working quickly or not, if I'm specific about it. So I'm just adding my little dimensionals to the corners. Okay. Like that. Make sure I've got the backings off. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And then this is going to layer on top like that. Your bag of jelly beans, Courtney, is almost gone. See? Yeah. And it's Easter candy time, right? You buy candy for the kids, and then pretty soon, yeah, you got to taste test it. Make sure it's good. Okay, so I'm just trimming off that so it's not going to be in the way. And I'll do the same thing here. Just trim off this excess on the side so we don't see it when we mount it onto our cardstock. Okay, so now what I want to do is add a little greeting. And one of the things that's cute about the way this alphabet is laid out is you have hi built right into the template. So I cut out another set of these letters, and I'm just going to show you how I threw that in there. So I need my foam strips, and you can either use the edges. You can see I've really worked on mine. And you just trim as much as you need, and it's nice and thin so it fits right onto the alphabet letter. Oh, you bought them for you. Good. Okay, well, great. I'm glad that you're enjoying your jelly beans. Are you a Jelly Belly fan, or are you okay with like the regular jelly beans? What is my favorite candy? I'm really into like jujubes, but I don't buy them a lot because, you know, I'm trying to be healthy. So here we can go ahead and add, see how it's popped up? Peanut butter eggs. Oh, yeah, Maggie. My husband loves peanut butter and chocolate together, so that would be his thing. Okay, so now you can see how we've done the cardstock textures in the background. You can see how I've added this. You can see how I did the coloring here. I'm going to skip ahead and just show you the finished card. This is so cute, you guys. There we go. So I used my dies to cut her out. You can see she's got some fun shading in her hair. I used my yellow on the glittery paper to be able to color those. You just have to be gentle with your tip so it doesn't fray it. You can see I wasn't being overly gentle with mine, and it kind of frayed it a little bit. So you just want to be really, really, really soft with it so you don't hurt your markers. Here's my little popped up hi with those foam strips. Yeah, oh, I see your hearts. Thank you, friends. Cute, right? So this is just such a sweet little card for, you know, a little person who might need some cheering up, or maybe you could even put a happy birthday stamp in the inside. But I just thought it was a cute little card. Okay, so that's one way to add texture to your cardstock. Let's move on to another way. So this way I used my brand new Simply Zinnia dies, and there's these lovely petals in it, and they all cut out at the same time, as well as this little stem right here. So I've gone ahead and I have pre-die cut those. And then this is just a strip of 2 by 5.5. And then I just chopped off the corners and used a hole punch to make a little tag. So here we've got our 2 flowers. And I'm going to bring in some rubbing alcohol, and I'm actually going to spritz these. And then I'm going to crumple it. What is she doing? I know. Okay, we're just going to crumple it up. 1, we're going to set that aside. And then same thing here. 2. So just be mindful that you're not going crazy on the edges of the petals, because that's where the weakest part is. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to gently open that back up. Now we've added all this fun crunchy texture to our paper, and I want to make it dry with that. And this goes back to, remember in elementary when you would take tissue paper and wrap it over the end of the pencil, and then you'd add glue to it and you'd stick it on your project? That's kind of what made me think of doing this. So I'm just wrapping it around my pencil, and I'm going to stick it onto my glass mat. And then I'm going to use my heat tool, and I'm going to dry the alcohol. So that's one of the reasons to use alcohol, is it does speed up the drying time. It also reacts a little better with the paper so that it doesn't cause it to separate too much. So there's our first one, and you can see now it's dry and it's holding onto that shape. So we'll do the same thing with my second one. I'm just going to make sure that the petals are kind of how I want it before I do this, because it is going to hold that shape. Here's my pencil. It's even a Stampin' Up! Pencil. And we're going to wrap that around. You guys need to try this. It's really fun. Okay, and then there we go. Okay, so you can see I've got my two little petals there. See what I mean? Like this one is now like crunched under, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to layer them together like so. So grabbing a little bit of my glue, and we're going to stick that in the center like that. I mean, come on. It just had so much life. It's no longer just 2D paper. It really, really looks like a flower. So here we have what we're going to create, the center of the flower. So I'm going to set my petals aside, and then I'm going to grab my alcohol. My hands are very clean after this video. And then I'm going to just go ahead and scrunch it up. This helps you get your anger out too. Not that I have a lot of anger. And I'm going to now just kind of roll it up. Just like that. Okay. So same thing. This time I'm going to take my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to use the pokey end to hold it still, and we're going to dry it. Okay, so now we can build our flower. So into the center, we're going to add another dollop of glue, and we can add this to the center just like that. Cute, right? And then we'll take our glue and we're going to build our tag, adding some to the stem. Not onto my vellum. Like that. And then this is going to go on top here. So again, we'll add a bit of glue. Okay, and this can go on like that. So cute. Okay, let's skip ahead and let me show you the finished project. So this tag is perfect for creating a little gift bag. So here we've got a gift bag that I just upcycled from a store that doesn't put their logo on it. And I added "It's Your Birthday" and then added a cute little daisy in the corner and some brass butterflies. Here you can see is all that texture we created. What do you think? Fun, right? I mean, now you think you could even create like just a textured piece to glue onto a card. It's just easy to make your cardstock do something extra, especially if you're working with limited supplies or you just want to try something new. This is such a fun way to do it. Okay, we're going to move on to the PYP. You guys, I love this card. This is so cool. So we're using the Ice Cream Swirl collection. And I'm also using the ice cream dies. I kind of have them all over the place right now, but you know what I mean, these ones. And I have pre-cut some ice cream cones here. And I'm just going to poke out the pieces I don't want. And now the piece that I do want. Okay, just like that. So here's the thing. When you're working with vanilla, we don't have a vanilla ink pad. And so you can't do things like add blending brushes to it to make that extra texture. So I wanted to find a way to really help the two layers stand out from each other. So I'm bringing back an oldie but a goodie. And that is, we are going to create some faux suede. So it helps to have a bone folder. This is another item, by the way, that's going up in price. So we are going to take our bone folder, make sure I've got it going the right way, and we're going to take it and use it with our thumb over top of the paper as we pull it, kind of like, you know, when you curl ribbon. Have you ever done that when you're wrapping a gift? So just keep pulling it out towards the edges of the paper. We're going to do that on this side too. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. Just kind of make sure that we've got it straight so I don't rip it. So pulling towards the edges. And what we're doing is we're breaking down the fibers in the cardstock. Just keep pulling it along. And pretty soon you'll see it starts to separate. So we'll keep going until we see all our edges start to separate. Yes, this one's doing it there too. Same with over here. Okay, and so this, we want it to be this way, okay? So now we're going to gently pull and the cardstock comes apart. So what you get is something that looks like suede. Do you see the texture there? Isn't that beautiful? So it's fuzzy. Okay, so we're gonna lay that on our cardstock. We're going to go ahead and add this on top. So using my glue, we'll add a little bit to the Cadbury eggs. Janice, is yours. Okay, so my friend Meg, who I'm doing the Why Did I Buy This Maker Club with, was visiting me last week, and I didn't realize that mini eggs aren't a thing in the States. So I introduced her and her son to mini eggs, and those I think would be my favorite if I was gonna pick one thing to eat that was candy. I love the texture of those, and they're so tasty, and they're cute, and I love eggs, like nests and birds and eggs. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so here you can see now we've created the two tones without doing any blending because we don't have an option for blending. Yeah, Janice, now they know because I introduced them to those mini eggs. So here you can see that texture, and that little change in color just makes it look that much different. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in another thing. So I've done the same thing with the little wrapper piece. See the faux suede, and then we're going to use this as the background paper. And where did I put? Oh, here we go. And then here I just used this, which is intended to fold. You can make it into a little card. And then I just ran through the texture from the dies. And so now we're going to build that little ice cream cone. But before we do that, I'm going to bring in some texture from this new online exclusive. So this one is called Of Art and Texture. So you might be thinking, I have no idea what to do with this. But these kinds of texture stamp sets are really, really amazing to work with. They can just add so much to the backgrounds of your projects with just ink and paper. So I'm going to bring in my soft seafoam, and this one that's kind of a line striped one. And we'll just add this to our card base like that. And then I will build up around that. So using my dimensionals. Courtney, seriously, right? Let's go. I'll have ice cream for lunch. I'm in. Let's do it. Okay, so then this is going to, I want to make sure I'm spacing it properly. So this is going to go here. And then this will add, see how it's thinner? You can kind of see the background of it, but that's okay. You don't need it to be extra thick for this project. And this is gonna go here. Oh, so cute. And then here we've got our little wrapper, so we can add that to our, Do you guys remember that with ice cream cones? I don't know if they still do that, but when you were kids, they would put the little wrapper so that your hands wouldn't get messy. So that's gonna go on just like that. Okay, there's one other thing I wanted to show you, and that is this. This ribbon is an online exclusive. You always need an exclusive to buy online exclusives. It's called the polka dot trim, and it's super, super cute. And what I loved about it is it's got all of these different lines running through it. It's kind of like burlap. And so what I did was a little bit of ribbon dissection. So here you can see I cut a piece, and then I just work from the end, and I pull off the threads so that I get extra little pieces. So it's kind of like getting more out of your ribbon. I've already gotten 3 projects out of this one piece of ribbon, which is kind of fun. And then we're going to tie it up. So here I'm just using a bow tire. This is just a little wooden doweling project that a friend of mine made me way back in the day for my classroom. And then this is going to be added onto our project here. I've added all sorts of fibrous texture by doing that over top of the card. Okay, let me skip ahead and I'll show you what the embellished card looks like. It is so cute, you guys. Okay, so here we go. So I added Yum from that same mini alphabet, and then the Hope Your Day is Sweet, I just trimmed up the letters. And this is from the dies, and then I colored this. And I used Calypso Coral because I wanted it to have almost like a sepia tone to it, like old-fashioned ice cream. And here you can see the texture of that faux suede on both here and here. So yes, just another way to use your cardstock. Now, when I first started creating this project this morning, I was going to make chocolate ice cream, but then I decided to abandon it because this is what it looked like. And it reminded me of the poop emoji. And I was like, I don't love that. So, I mean, it would be fine, but the vanilla swirl looked better than the chocolate. So anyway, keep that in mind when you're playing with the faux suede. So here we've got our PYP with our faux suede technique. This one here, I've got a big mess going on beside me here, so let me just pull this out. This one here, we have our little fun elementary school project with the pencil inside. And here we've got the texture of tearing in the background. So if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? Head to my online store and you can shop away. Remember that with your $60 order this month, you are going to receive a bling bag in the mail. And that is for every $60 you order. And it is just my way of saying thank you for supporting me in my 21 years of doing what I love, of crafting. Now, I will be posting the link for you to sign up for the Why Did I Buy This Maker Club. This is just another way to get to enjoy and experience crafting with me and my pal Meg. If you love my videos, this is a way to kind of take it to the next level and have your own personal experience with us. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm super excited about this club. Okay, friends, have an amazing weekend. I hope you've enjoyed today's projects. Have fun crafting. Bye for now.